It is a very peculiar thing we're asking, though, because everybody else who improvises nowadays, the folk musician, the jazz musician, is doing it freely. They're just jumping and flying by all of this.
They don't have a text like this.
They don't have a text like this. What we're asking is that we put ourselves within a cage and then ask for free flight. And I think it's this contradiction that upsets the teachers who would like to see either the all airspace available, or else an airspace closely defined by the written text, and to have this of a caged area within the bounds of which you are to exercise your free taste. That's the extraordinary thing about the historically authentic movement.
It seems to me, for instance, that sometimes you can sit in your own studio and try embellishments for 3/4 of an hour, and you find one you think that's really pretty good if you like to prepare things. And you go out on stage and you play that same embellishment, and the moment it's played in front of an audience, you know that it's no good. You just know it. There's a truth about a performance, about playing in front of people, that transforms even the absolute identity of notes and tells you that they're right or that they're wrong. But the most important thing is the willingness to take risks and the acknowledgement that doing so invests the artistic statement with a level of integrity, with a level of personality, with a level of uniqueness that nothing else can do. Baroque and classic music has a texture which is peculiarly ideal in terms of an improvisatory discourse. That this music, despite its occasional elaborateness on the page, has a translucency, for instance, which is very, very much designed to allow this practice that was so integral to the period to be successfully put across. And I think one of the issues that addresses is the gap between popular and serious culture that exists in our society now, which certainly was not nearly so far during Mozart's time, when folk music was constantly being borrowed and used, and also indeed when the performer was much closer to the audience and catered more to the audience and calculated his music to impact upon the audience in a way that these days does not take place. Mozart's letters talk about how he wrote a passage that he knew that the audience would like, and sure enough they burst into applause in the middle of the movement. Now, who would dream of applauding in the middle of a movement in today's performances? However, if you go to a jazz club and you hear a jazz player and the jazz player plays a great lick, then everybody applauds immediately. And it's extraordinary to think, as you read these letters, that the ethos in Mozart's concert life was exactly that one finds in a jazz club today. Now, if we're incapable of seeing that, then it shows something about the rigidity that has grown into the performance of this kind of music, which is most unfortunate.